Have you ever had this happen? You're talking to someone you've known for years, and suddenly, with a jolt, you realize you can't remember their name? It's more than just awkward. It's a warning sign, as if a part of who you are is starting to slip away. And the scariest part? It all begins so subtly. First, you forget why you walked into a room. Then you misplace your glasses. And soon you struggle to recall your own grandchild's birthday. Gradually, it dawns on you. You're not just losing memories, you're losing your connection to reality, to the people you love, and most importantly, to yourself. And what's even more frightening, most people brush it off, calling it a normal part of aging. Well, it's just age, they say. But the truth is, it doesn't have to be this way. You can keep your mind sharp and your memory strong if you act in time. There are simple, proven methods that actually work, helping you maintain a healthy brain even as you grow older. On our channel, we share forgotten but powerful techniques, ones that can inspire you and even surprise doctors. If you want a way, do more than just preserve your memory if you want to unlock your mind's full potential. Keep watching. What you're about to learn could change your life. But before we get to the practical steps, I want to tell you a story. The story of a man who did just one simple thing twice a day, and it completely transformed his mental state. Yet, the most unsettling realization comes when you begin to understand. The changes are already happening, right now. Memory doesn't vanish all at once. It fades slowly, like water slipping through your fingers. Today you forget a neighbor's name. Tomorrow, you can't recall what you read yesterday. And soon, you're second-guessing whether you turned off the stove. It could be stress, exhaustion, or lack of sleep. But most often, the real reason is that your brain isn't getting enough nutrients and oxygen. Blood circulation slows, neural connections weaken, and we still tell ourselves, it's just age. Imagine your brain as an engine. It needs fuel, care, and regular maintenance. Yet day after day, we ignore its needs, and over the years, that leads to irreversible damage. Many don't even realize they should fight back, because by the time they notice the warning signs, it's too late. But one man refused to accept this. He believed the aging of the brain could not only be slowed, but in some cases, even reversed. His name was Alexander Mikulin. His discoveries could hold the key to restoring memory and mental sharpness. Who was this man? Alexander Mikulin was born in an era when medicine and science were just beginning to unravel the mysteries of the human body. He wasn't just an academic and engineer. He was a true pioneer. His innovations saved countless lives, including his own. The doctors delivered a grim diagnosis. His days were numbered. A weak heart, constant fatigue, worsening memory. Everything pointed to a rapid decline. But he refused to surrender. Instead of resigning himself to fate, he searched for a solution and found it. He developed his own system for restoring the body, one that didn't just return him to an active life, but extended it by decades. He lived to 90 with a vigor and mental clarity that even younger people would envy. Alexander Mikulin used to say, "Old age doesn't come from the numbers in your passport. It comes when a person stops caring for their body, their circulation, and their brain's activity." He didn't believe in magic pills. The only things he insisted on were daily action and the power of intention. His methods helped thousands regain mental sharpness and improve their memory. It might sound unbelievable, but one simple exercise, done just twice a day, became the turning point. He called it the gravity push. All it takes, rise onto your toes, then drop sharply onto your heels. No gyms, no pills, no expensive treatments, just 30 seconds, and suddenly blood flows more vigorously, reaching even the tiniest vessels in your brain. Why does this matter? With age and a sedentary lifestyle, blood begins to stagnate. The brain stops getting enough oxygen and nutrients. Neurons starve, and memory lapses appear. This isn't aging. It's a sign your brain is being deprived of resources. Mikulin recommended doing this exercise for at least 1 minute daily. The results? Remarkable. Take, for example, an elderly woman from Ohio who started doing it morning and night. Within 2 weeks, she felt her mind brighten. She remembered where she'd stored old photo albums she'd been searching for months to find. But there's one condition. You must do it regularly, like brushing your teeth or drinking morning coffee. Every day without movement is another step toward fading mental sharpness. And if you think movement alone is the answer, there's more. Your diet plays a crucial role, too. There's one plant you might not have taken seriously, yet it has the power to literally wake up your brain. We'll talk about it soon. But if you're ready to try the gravity push, drop a plus in the comments so I know you've started your journey to brain restoration. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and turn on notifications. In future videos, we'll share even more techniques and secrets for a sharp mind. Now, on to the second crucial habit. Your brain doesn't just need movement, it needs a special kind of natural fuel. We're talking about adaptogens, plants that help your body handle stress, overload, and age-related decline. One of the most powerful? Ginseng. Mikulin claimed it enhances blood flow to the brain, improves oxygen supply to cells, and supports mental clarity even in old age. Consider the story of Robert Yogayo, a 74-year-old man who felt like his mind only woke up by noon. He started taking ginseng tincture, 20 drops twice a day, 30 minutes before meals. Within 2 weeks, he noticed improvements. He began reading newspapers again, solving crosswords with interest, and, most astonishingly, recalling the names of new neighbors he hadn't been able to remember for 2 years. A word of caution. Avoid taking ginseng too close to bedtime, especially if you have high blood pressure. It's also best to take a break after 3 weeks of use to prevent your body from becoming reliant. Remember, every day your brain goes without the nutrients it needs is a step closer to it erasing you from its memory. But if you give it what it truly craves, it will repay you with sharp thinking, laser focus, and a memory that serves you. Well, what if I told you there's a powerful brain-boosting drink already sitting in your kitchen? Mikulin discovered a surprisingly simple recipe. Take a 4/6-inch piece of celery root, chop it finely, add a spoonful of honey, and pour warm, not boiling water over it. Let it steep for a couple of hours. Then drink a glass daily. Within a week, you might notice names, lists, even long forgotten. Dreams coming back to you with ease. Take Martha from Florida, who once told her granddaughter, "I suddenly remembered my third-grade teacher's name. I hadn't thought about her in decades." All she did was drink this infusion every morning before breakfast. It's affordable, accessible, and it works. The real tragedy? Most people never realize how easily they could help their own brains, complaining about forgetfulness while their neurons starve for nourishment. Now, imagine supercharging this drink with another ancient ingredient one healers have relied on for millennia. It doesn't just sharpen memory, it strengthens the entire nervous system. In our next video, we'll reveal this life-changing recipe that's helped seniors worldwide. If you're planning to try the celery tonic tomorrow, comment "memory in a spoon" below so we know you're joining us on this journey to a sharper mind. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. You won't want to miss these proven brain health secrets. Now, let's talk about the next non-negotiable habit, your posture. Yes, your spine is directly linked to your memory. Most people never realize how much their slumped body sabotages their brain. Mikulin knew this early on. Slouching isn't just unattractive, it's dangerous. When we hunch over, necks strained and heads drooping, we pinch the blood vessels running through our spine. This restricts circulation, starving the brain of oxygen. The result? Brain fog, poor focus, forgetfulness, all mistakenly blamed on us. Aging. To fix this, Mikulin recommended simple fixes: morning stretches, gentle hanging from a pull-up bar, or even the old-school walk with a book on your head trick. These habits straighten your spine, deepen breathing, and revive blood flow to the brain. No pills or expensive treatments needed. Take Henry, a retired architect from Virginia. After just a week of these exercises, he slept deeper and solved problems that had stumped him for years. His daughter was stunned. Her father spoke more clearly, forgot less, and suddenly seemed like himself again. We rarely notice how many hours we spend curled over phones or TVs. But that posture doesn't just hurt your back, it disconnects your brain from living fully. Posture isn't just about spinal health. It's about your identity, your future, your very memories. But there's one more missing piece, a factor so critical that even the best habits won't guarantee lifelong mental clarity without it. Want to know what it is? Stay tuned. It only gets more fascinating from here. Mikulin often said, "The brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it atrophies." This isn't just a poetic metaphor. It's a harsh reality millions of seniors face worldwide. When people retire, stop learning, reading, or solving problems, their brains begin fading, slowly, almost imperceptibly, but inevitably. Yet Mikulin discovered how to stop this decline. He challenged his mind daily, memorizing poetry, learning new words, solving logic puzzles, debating ideas. Even at 75, he could spend hours explaining technical details of aircraft engines he'd designed half a century earlier. One of his most powerful exercises was surprisingly simple. Each night before bed, recall 5 new things you learned or experienced that day. A new word, a name, an interesting fact, a phrase from a conversation. This tiny habit revitalizes the brain and sparks new neural connections. One woman started this ritual, and within a month she wrote the first chapter of a book she'd failed to begin for 10 years. "I felt my brain come alive, like someone turned the lights back on," she shared. "But here's the catch. You must do this daily. Skip one day, and your brain relaxes. Skip 2, and it loses tone. A week, you'll regress. It's like forgetting how to ride a bike, except with memory the stakes are higher. Recovery gets harder. Now you know a vital truth. Memory isn't just brain function, it's your past, your identity. Losing memory means losing pieces of yourself. But you've also learned something greater. This process can be stopped. 5. Simple habits, 5 steps anyone can take. Whether you're 70, 80, or even 90, it's never too late to reclaim clarity, energy, and self-assurance. Movement, smart nutrition, adaptogens. Posture, mental workouts. These aren't just techniques, they're tools for living. Imagine, a month from now, effortlessly recalling names, past details, dreams, and cherished stories. Imagine your loved one saying, "You've changed. You're interesting again. You're fully alive." But knowing isn't enough. You must act. Not tomorrow. Today, right now. Check your posture. Do the gravity push. Brew honey celery tonic. Jot down 5 new things you learned today. And feel it, yourself coming back. If you're with us, comment 2 below. It means you've started your journey to an awakened mind. Subscribe and hit the bell. You won't want to miss the next habits that could transform your life. Your clarity, strength, and energy aren't relics of the past. They're waiting for you ahead.